Why? Hast, Isquist, Alon Eisenstein. Hello and good day. My name is Alon Eisenstein. I'm an associate professor of teaching at the School of Engineering. I have the absolute pleasure of welcoming you to the 2026 Capstone Showcase and Competition Award Ceremony. Welcome. We are gathering here today on the ancestral, traditional, and unceded territory of the UBC Okanagan Nation, and it is absolutely a privilege for myself as an uninvited guest, as an immigrant, to come to this territory, engage with so many bright, imaginative, and ambitious young professionals. I'd like to first welcome and introduce Victor Cumming, the City of Vernon, the Mayor of City of Vernon. Victor Cumming was elected Mayor of the City of Vernon in 2018. In addition to serving as Mayor, he is the Regional Economist, Rural Development Specialist, and Local Volunteer. He holds a BA in Economics and Geography and an MA in Rural Planning and Development. His consulting firm provided economic development planning and operation assistance to business and local, regional, and First Nation governments across Canada. He has also taught community economic development for Simon Fraser University and the Nicola Valley Institute of Technology. Mayor Cumming, welcome and thank you for joining us today.
Well, I'll begin with wow. Holy smokes, what amazing projects. What an exciting thing just to walk through. The things that are here are useful, current, needed. I have a certain passion. I was with Okanagan Basin Water Board for 7.5 years. And when I was your age, I was on the Okanagan Basin Water Study more than 50 years ago. Yeah, I'm an old guy. It's okay. It's okay. You noticed that already. I know. So it's wonderful to see those. We're from Vernon. We have a little bit of a passion around Cal Tire, as some people may notice. So I'm really excited to see the exciting little micro changes that are being suggested. This is what's critical. How do we pick up a rock and move it 1.5 feet and make a difference? So when I see these here, I just get incredibly excited. The Okanagan strength for more than 100 years has been its people and its intellectual people and what they've been able to bring and do and try and make and transform society for each other. And that's what you bring. You bring this intellectual capacity that we need now and we will continue to need. When I look around and see the metal fabricating for many who are maybe not from here, when I was a young boy here, metal fabricating was welding pipes for irrigation systems for agriculture. And now it's for high-speed boats. Kingfisher and other boat manufacturers, and so many other things that have developed. The wood industry brought tremendous work in mechanics and fabricating, and a feller buncherhead developed here in British Columbia that's gone worldwide. So it's with great excitement. It's excitement to see what you've done. It's exciting to see you here. It would even be more exciting for myself and my economic development manager here, Jared, on my right, to see some of you stay. Stay and develop these ideas here. Stay and work with our firms that are here, and if they're not doing it fast enough, create your own. And there's nothing wrong with a splinter. Everybody know what a splinter is? That's when you get hired to do something at somebody else's firm, not moving quick enough, you just go create your own. So I hope to see lots of splinters and lots of participants. Thanks for your efforts. Thanks for your focus. And thank you to all of the professors and others who have been helping you develop this. Without that, we don't have this quick advancing in learning. What a pleasure to be here today. What a pleasure to see what you have. Please bring these exciting ideas and keep them here in the Okanagan. Much appreciated. Bye.
Thank you very much, Victor. It's a privilege to have you here today. Before we continue with the program, please, if we could just walk a little bit. We have people stuck on the stairs. We have people stuck in the posters here. Come up close. Come up close. We're friends. We're friends. Come on up. Yes. I know. It's not awkward. It's not awkward. See? I know, right? First, I want to echo what Victor said today. Wow. For those of you who don't know, the previous MC was Alon Eisenstein. He's my co-instructor. My name is Kenneth Chow. I'm the instructor of the Capstone course. I have to introduce myself because it's truly not just students in the audience. We have a lot of community in here, and it is amazing to see. I've been doing Capstone for 6 or 7 years. Okay. The young people usually laugh at that. I remember I planted a seed a long time ago. I wanted Capstone to be relevant for the community. I wanted it to matter. I wanted the community to come to us, and it has been incredible to see year over year the gravity of this event growing, and the amount of ideas and people we're attracting continues to grow. It is incredibly gratifying to see this. As I was walking around today, I spoke with a few of you. I just want to say that I captured something today. It wasn't in any of the posters. It wasn't in any of the presentations. It was a feeling. And that was the feeling of being connected. And I'll be honest, I've had this feeling before at different points in my life. When my child was born, when both my children were born, you have this feeling when you find your tribe. You have this feeling when you arrive at a place and unexpectedly it feels like home. It's that quiet connection you feel when you're part of something larger than yourself. And this feeling of being part of something larger than yourself was very much present today. So I just want to say, yes, Capstone is about technical work. It's about engineering solutions. We saw amazing solutions today. It's about building systems and delivering outcomes. But what really actually defines what's special today are all the relationships underneath it. Okay? So I just want to spend a moment just to acknowledge that, the value of the relationships that have formed and will continue to form because we all gathered. So with this, I want to pass the mic off to a very special guest. I'm going to pass it off to Leslie Cormack. Leslie is the Deputy Vice Chancellor and Principals of UBC's Okanagan campus right here in Kelowna, BC. And by the way, maybe, and I did this at the opening ceremony, but take a minute to look at Kelowna. Look at the view. Look at what's behind us. Isn't she beautiful? Leslie has joined UBC in July 2020 from the University of Alberta, where she previously served as a Dean of Faculty of Arts. She was also a Dean of the Arts and Social Sciences at Simon Fraser University. She has proven track record of leadership. And before that, she taught at the University of Alberta in the Department of History and Classics for 17 years. Leslie is an historian of early modern science. She specializes in geography and mathematics of 16th century England. She earned both her PhD and Masters of Arts from the University of Toronto, where she studied history and philosophy of science and technology. So I'm really eager to invite Leslie to the stage to give a few remarks and to share her perspective on what she's seen today and what she hopes to see in the future.
Good afternoon, everyone. As you've heard, my name is Leslie Cormack, and I'm the Principal and Deputy Vice Chancellor here at UBC Okanagan. And I really want to thank you all for coming to this fabulous event. You might think being a historian of early modern science and technology doesn't qualify me to know what's happening here today, but you would be wrong, because my research looked at the interaction between the scholar and the craftsman, and I think right here we're seeing that intersection between ideas and know-how, which is really, really powerful, just like it was in the 16th century. So ask me more. I also want to thank KF Aerospace for hosting us and for your continued support of innovation, research, and world-class education right here in the Okanagan. It is amazing to see so many of you here, exploring these amazing student projects, explaining the projects to those who actually don't know very much about the topic, celebrating the ingenuity, the skills, and the collaborative partnership efforts that are behind them. Because as Ken says, this is about relationships, that every one of these projects is an idea, but it's an idea that happens with other people. And that is powerful, and that's the engine that will change this community and change the world. It's what we do at UBC Okanagan. I was very excited to see a lot of the projects, and I didn't see them all, so I apologize that I didn't talk to everyone. I was quite taken by the remediation of OAC, which is going on in West Kelowna. I thought that that was a really fine set of work, although, as I think Vic talked about, moving a rock up the hill, they were tossing rocks down the hill, so that was interesting. And as someone who worries a lot about the buildings we're building on our campus, it was great to see a project that looked at how can we build faster and cheaper with combined modular and framing materials. So that was a really exciting project in partnership with UBC Properties Trust, very exciting. But you know, when you walk through the showcase, you don't just see projects. You see applied curiosity. You see ideas taking shape to solve real-world problems. And most importantly, you see students stepping up and stepping into the role of engineers. Not someday, but right now. It's truly amazing to witness. The other thing I love about this event is how well it embodies UBC Okanagan and our unique focus on solving our region's distinct challenges and opportunities, fostering strong, mutually beneficial partnerships within the community, and providing high-impact student experiences, like experiential learning, where students are empowered with skills and knowledge needed to tackle complex and pressing issues. All of you here who are involved in Capstones have moved forward into the next phase of your life through these capstones. It's a really, really exciting opportunity. The 59 capstone projects, part of this year's showcase, represent that kind of learning at its best. Learning that happens through doing, through collaboration, and through engaging directly in real-world complexity. Because it turns out the real world is not always like the formula that you've looked at before. The real world actually has complexities you have to engage with in real time, and all of you know more about that now than you did before you started your capstones. Because that complexity is not abstract, it's real, and it's rooted here just as it is in every region. UBCO has made a deliberate choice to engage with the distinct challenges and opportunities of the Okanagan and beyond, from sustainable infrastructure and environmental challenges to emerging technologies and community resilience. For many of the student projects we're celebrating today, your capstones have involved working alongside industry partners, UBCO faculty, researchers, and community organizations. And that partnership model is essential. It's essential for all of us moving forward, for the lives that we want to live, for working hand in hand to make a better community. And so I hope that you learn from those partnerships that the only way forward is to work together, not apart. It creates a two-way partnership, and I do want to thank the engagement of amazing partners like Cal Tire, by KF Aerospace, the Okanagan Basin Water Board, just to name a few. And our students have gained invaluable experience through those partnerships. And so I hope, in return, the partners themselves have gained fresh thinking and energy, new approaches to longstanding challenges. And what's more, some of these projects represent early-stage ventures that may well become tomorrow's startups, technologies, or solutions. I did ask one person, so do you have the IP? No, but that's the next step. So in a sense, this showcase isn't about ending, it's about beginning. This is the beginning of a launch into careers into great, great lives. So congratulations to all of you. I know that we're about to say who the winners are, but every one of you is a winner in all of this. What we're celebrating today is a model of education that successfully prepares students to take on the most urgent issues of our times, which we have a lot of urgent issues, you all know that. And you can take them on with skill, with creativity, and with confidence. So to the students, this work reflects not just what you've learned, but what you're capable of doing. And to our faculty, partners, and community, thank you for helping create the conditions where this kind of learning and this kind of impact is possible. I encourage everyone to connect with our students and engage with these projects, because in many ways, this room offers a glimpse into the future and the people who are ready to build it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Professor Cormack. So we come to the time of announcing the winners. Before announcing the winners, Ken and I would like to share a few of the remarks that we heard from the judges when we finished picking the winning teams in each of the categories and the one and only Capstone winning team for this year. Some of our judges are alumni of UBC Okanagan School of Engineering. Some of them have had capstone projects as students. Some of them had capstone projects with the school as industry partners. Some of them had engaged with capstone 5, 7, 10, 15 years ago. And so this gave us an absolutely unique opportunity to hear a diversity of experiences of people who had varying degrees of engagement with the school over the years. And they all echoed one simple reality. Wow. They just were blown away by how much the school has grown, how much your design has grown. I mentioned to a student the other day, as a student, you only have one capstone experience as a student. Some of you may come back as a judge or as a sponsor, but for the vast majority of you, it's the first and only capstone engineering experience. We do this year over year. This is my third year for Ken. It's year number 7. Some of our industry judges are coming here every year for many years, and so we can see the evolution. We can see the horizon. We can see the future. And where we're heading is absolutely fantastic. And so we are blown away. We are absolutely impressed. And it's a privilege to see the growth that you've demonstrated by showing ingenuity and creativity and compassion and engagement with real-world problem experienced by real-world people and industries and companies through your design. So before we begin, before we announce those who went exceptionally well above the rest of their teams, I want to first ask you all to come together and clap in congratulation to all the teams for amazing work. And so the judges had a hard time. They had to choose each category. We have 6 categories. Each category had mostly 10 teams, the one category with 9. And the judges were told, just pick one, just 1 out of 10, 1 out of 9, which stood out above the rest. And tell us why, because then we're going to do a bit of an infighting to see of the 6 great teams, 1 excel above the rest. So the first one, we're going to start with the category of automotive and aerospace. We're going alphabetically, so you can expect the next category. Automotive and aerospace category award. This team had demonstrated great design by demonstrating multiple iteration of their design solution. Not just once, but many, many iterations. exactly like design should look like. They've assessed options, and they were able to articulate options they passed on, which is also exactly what we want to see in great design. They went above and beyond, and they've actually went to implement multiple solutions within their design solution. And that all made them stand out above the rest of the teams in their category. And the winning team for the automotive and aerospace category is Team I-16. And as the team is making their way to the stage, it's tire cooling solutions for mining haul trucks, sponsored by Cal Tire. Well done, team. Come to the stage. The photo is on the other side. Photo op is there. Okay. Okay. Well done. Oh. Okay. 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 Community.
Okay. The next category that I'll be announcing winners for is the Community and Humanitarian Engineering category. Again, the judges had a hard time deciding on a winner, but a clear winner emerged. This team went to great lengths to engage with their potential clients. They got tons of feedback on their design. At every step along the way, they were always ensuring that what they were going to implement could actually be used. Even when they were building out their prototype, they thought about who their users were in terms of their ability to actually use their solution. The judging team was just blown away by the empathy of this team. So I'm really pleased to announce that in this category, the winning team is S1. Acting on limitations, improving front drive power assist in wheelchairs. This is a student-led group. There was no industry sponsor, which meant that this group was responsible for finding their client and engaging with their client throughout the project. Congratulations.
Okay. The third category. The third category is infrastructure and construction. In this category, the team that was chosen above the rest. Where's my notes? Okay, there we go. Okay. This team, the judges noted that they did an exceptional job by having a whole architecture, a complete product design. They did that by getting a lot of input from many different professionals along the way. One of the judges commented that considering the constrained budget they had to work with, they showed great creativity in choosing structures and materials in their design. And the winning team is the Skaha Hills Amenity Building, sponsored by Grayback Construction, Team I-9.
Okay, the next category is innovative devices and systems. Again, the judges had a hard time deciding on a winner, but ultimately the winner was decided because this group demonstrated, first of all, a super professional presentation, but they went through 12 revisions of their project. They had documented all revisions very clearly, and when the judges were asking, what's the difference between revision 5 and revision 11, they were able to very specifically explain why those revisions took place and the motivations behind it and what those revisions were. This team went through the design cycle many times. They went through it many times, and along each design iteration, they were sure to involve their clients. So their clients felt included and their problems were heard. So I'm really proud to announce that the winning team in this category is Team I-10. This team the title of their project is Novel Area Thermal Pressure Relief Device, and they were sponsored by Hexagon Agility. Congratulations.
Okay. Okay, the fifth category. We're getting close to the end. Okay, this category is software and data systems. Okay, this category. In this category, the judges noted for the following team. Okay, there you go. They noted high level of professionalism. As soon as they approached the booth, they saw literature, they saw coordinated business dressed. They had everything printed and documented and given away an impression, and quoting the judge, it looked like a trade show. One of the judges commented that was impressive is that they were essentially designing a solution for something that did not have an endpoint, and that was really impressive. They're using AI in their solution, and one of our judges, being an AI expert, commented that this data was very transparent, making for very ethical decision on design of a solution, which is highly notable in today's age. So they went above and beyond, and for that they've been awarded for the best team in their category. And I warn you, the title has acronyms, so I'll have to spell it out. This is Team F9. BIM AI Integration for Smart Construction. This project was sponsored by our colleague, Professor Shen Chen. Well done, Professor. And BIM means building inventory management or something like that. Yes? You get it right? Information modeling, sorry, building information modeling. There you go. Congratulations. Thank you. Okay. Okay, last one.
Okay, on to the final category. The final category is in sustainable and environmental solutions. The team that won in this category actually stood head and shoulders above the rest. The judges actually didn't have a very hard time deciding. What they noted with this group was that they had a complete engineering solution. They noted that they had actually gone through so many design cycles that they started anticipating new problems that the client would have, or they were able to unearth existing problems that the client had that were actually outside the scope of the original project. So this team was highly professional. They were basically an R&D firm acting on behalf of their client, and they unearthed both, they were able to not only unearth and solve their existing problem, but actually they revealed new problems. So I'm really excited to announce that the winner in this category is S2. Water Quality Monitor USV. And this team is another student-sponsored project, meaning that They did not start the course with any industry help or advice. They had to find their own client. So congratulations.
Yeah. Well, she's going to talk about the price?
No, I'm going to talk about the price.
Is she going to talk about the price?
Yeah, she will.
Yeah. So I'm just introducing.
Oh, okay.
No? Okay. So we are now at a point where we will announce the winner of the 2026 Capstone Showcase and Competition. But before we do that, we're just gonna build a suspense, right? I'm gonna talk about my childhood first. No, that's okay. Okay. So this year we have a new addition to the Capstone competition. We're extremely grateful to have a cash prize. The winning team in each of the category is earning one bonus point for their presentation grade for this course, and the winning team earns 2 more bonus points. But this year they also go away with cash prize. So the stakes are higher. So to award the prize and to introduce the prize and the sponsor of our prize, I'd like to introduce Wendy Chung from FH&P representative. From FH&P Lawyers, and Wendy Chung is the representative of the firm. F&H and P Lawyers LLP is a full-service Okanagan law firm with offices in Kelowna, West Kelowna, and Penticton, providing legal services to both businesses and individuals. And their team is known for delivering practical, efficient, and creative solutions tailored to their client needs. Their work is grounded in long-standing commitment to the communities they serve. And speaking on their behalf is Wendy Chung, and she is an expert litigation strategist and negotiator, and a nationally recognized arbitrator and mediator at FH&P Lawyers. Wendy.
Thank you, Dr. Eisenstein, for that introduction, and thank you to the School of Engineering and UBCO for having us. I have with me Renee Watson and Clay Williams, also expert lawyers in their own right, and we're here on behalf of FH&P Lawyers based right here in the Okanagan. FH&P is proud to be one of the most established legal service providers in Kelowna, with a long history of serving and growing alongside this community. Fun fact, our firm's ancestry traces back to 1903. That's 1903, which is actually 2 years before this city was even incorporated. That deep connection is exactly why opportunities like this matter to us. When the School of Engineering approached us about sponsoring the Capstone event, it was an easy yes. At FH&P, our tagline is rooted in community, ready to help. And it's more than just a slogan. It reflects how we show up and contribute to this community every day, not just for our clients, but for everyone. Capstone projects are a powerful example of our future in action. They bring together innovation, collaboration, and real-world problem solving. Skills that matter not just in engineering or business, but in every profession, including the law. Clay, Renee, and myself, we've had the opportunity to speak with some of you and learn about your projects. And I'll admit the projects are incredibly creative and impressively practical, which made us very glad that we're here merely as sponsors and not the judges, as I imagine that it was not an easy decision to select the one winning team of the winning teams. Our decision to sponsor the prize for the winning team reflects our belief in investing in this community, supporting your growth and your success as you take the next step into your careers. It's an honor for FH&P Lawyers to help recognize the one team whose work stood out. And with that, I will hand the podium to the School of Engineering to announce the 2026 Capstone Showcase winner.
Okay, the moment we've been waiting for. So in addition to the bonus grade for the course, in addition to the amazing cash prize, there is actually two more perks that I want to mention. Your names will be immortalized on that beautiful trophy. Alon, please present it. Yes, that beautiful E trophy. Secondly, you will get an acknowledgement at convocation. Okay, you will get an official acknowledgement at convocation for your prowess in the Capstone course. So, without further ado, can we get a drum roll? Just everybody on their lap, yeah? Drum roll? Okay, get a drum roll going. Okay. The winner of the 2026 School of Engineering Capstone Showcase is Team S2 Water Quality Monitor USV. By the way, this is the third year in a row that a student-led team has won the Capstone Showcase. We're starting to get on a bit of a streak here. It's incredible. As you all know, student-led teams are responsible for finding their own client. They have to find who needs their problem, and then they engage in the design cycle with those people. So great job by S2. The judges were blown away. In our deliberation process, all the judges who selected winners had to argue on behalf of the teams that they selected. It was a really tough process, but Team S2 emerged as a victor, so congratulations to them. Okay, and with that, we're going to go about the last agenda item today, and I'm really pleased to introduce Will Hughes up. I'm introducing somebody who has played a pivotal role in shaping not just the direction of the school, but the experience of all the people in it. Since becoming director of the School of Engineering in 2022, Will has brought a clear and compelling vision for where we're headed. He has been instrumental in guiding us towards what many of us now think of as SOE 3.0. A transformation that reimagines how we integrate research, development, and education into a cohesive, forward-looking ecosystem. But what makes Will's leadership truly impactful isn't just his vision, it's how he brings people alongside. He creates space for ideas, empowers others to step into leadership, and models the kind of thoughtful, principled decision-making that builds both trust and momentum. On a personal level, many of us, including myself, have benefited from his mentorship. He leads not only with clarity, but with humility and care, qualities that make him not only an effective leader, but a role model. So please join me in welcoming Will to the stage.
I'm super proud and super thankful. One of the things that I shared with the judges earlier today, hi Victor, great to see you, is a story when I was a kid. So my mom and dad, when I was super young, about first grade, they wheeled out a barbecue into the middle of the street. And we sat in the middle of the street, and it was super awkward, okay? And I thought to myself, what are my parents doing? So my mother's Cajun, she kind of sang, she kind of danced, we ate really good food, but it was weird, you know? Fast forward 18 years past that, and we had about 1,000 people at that barbecue. And one of the things that I want you all to know is that we're just getting started. And I want you to know that it's building little by little every year, and it's building because of the people that are involved in a whole host of ways. So on behalf of the School of Engineering, I'm super proud of the students. You dug in, the quality of the work, the clarity of your thought, the quality of your presentations, the engagement with the participants, with the judges, was just simply outstanding. So thank you. What stands out most to me is not just, of course, the technical excellence, but the way that you came together. I got to see this early in the morning on the bus. For those of you that know me on the bus, it's great to see you. For those that I haven't met, I hope to see you. Hey, Philip, all the way in the back. And also in the evenings. I just saw Ray Tahiri. He's often here late in the evenings, and he too sees you working. And we're just really thankful and proud in the culmination of what's come forward here today. In so many ways, the working together is the heart of engineering. I think of it as deeply collaborative and also deeply creative. It asks us to listen deeply, to adapt quickly, and to build together. And as we move forward from here, I want to pass along one thing to you all. The world doesn't just need great engineers, and I think that we have a lot of great engineers here that are emerging, and we have a lot of great engineers that served as the judges. Listen to me for a second, all the way in the back, right there. We need good engineers, okay? And there's a big difference between the two. And I want you to hold that for a second. Engineers, of course, we need to be ingenuous. We need to have ingenuity, but also humility, kindness, resilience, a willingness to put the greater good before themselves. And I got to see that today, and then all the way for the lead up that led to it. The challenges ahead, whether in sustainability, infrastructure, health, and technology, which we got to see, will require not just intelligence, but character. And maybe some of us could look on the news to see that we could do a little bit better, for those of you that have seen where the E has been posted. Okay? Not just engineered solutions, but shared values. What we've seen today gives me great confidence that the future of engineering and the future of the Okanagan are in good hands with this group. I also want to echo what Ken and Alon had shared relative to community. It's so important, and it builds year over year, moment after moment, interaction after interaction. Hello, once again, right? It takes a community pulling together, coming together, and choosing to stay together against all the forces that are acting against us today, and some of us individually. So thank you all. To our faculty and staff, you did an epic job. You killed it, okay? So I can't see you all right now, but I'm super proud and super thankful. To our colleagues across UBCO, your support means far more than I say, and probably far more than you know. Thank you for showing up today. Thank you for supporting the School of Engineering as we take these next steps. To our industry partners, judges, and alumni, your mentorship, your time, your standards, your excellence, it's pushing us forward little by little, and we need a little bit more, so keep it coming. And to the parents, families, and friends here today, thank you for supporting your students on the long journey, including the long nights that brought them here, and that will propel us all forward. Your support means a lot, right? And it's actually required. Yeah, so thank you. And finally, to our students, please take a moment to be proud of what you've accomplished. While this is certainly the end of your Capstone design project, I want you to think of it as this is just the taste of what is to come. These are small projects in comparison to the types of projects you'll be solving out into the world. And I want to use this as a transition, and I'm looking for James Seabrook. James, are you here? Right here. So come on up, sir. So for those of you that don't know James, hi, it's great to see you. James is an alumni of the School of Engineering. He's also a friend of the School of Engineering. He's also a role model for the School of Engineering. He graduated in our second class. He's the CEO as well as the CTO, as far as I can still tell, for a company called Vitalis. That company is in deep relationship with UBC Okanagan, helping us meet our sustainability criteria just like that, with one installation of one instrument and tool and process and system and team that was able to come forward. It was absolutely game-changing, and we just actually did the opening yesterday as a community. The thing that I want you to know, and I want everybody here to know, is that we're producing engineers like James that are not just committed to doing good work. They're committing to doing good work for this community, for this region, for this country, and for the world. And so with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to James, who's going to share a little bit of an opportunity going forward that the students should pay very, very close attention to. So, yeah, thanks, sir.
Thank you, Will. I showed up as a judge and did not expect to be closing the annual Capstone conference. So I was the class of 2011, so we're 15 years on now. I can't believe the quality of work that everyone here has done. You're all winners, you've all learned an tremendous amount of skills and knowledge through this process. Our project was a industry partnership, but the level of engagement that I saw with all the groups that I had the opportunity to meet with on how you are interacting with those partners now and striving for solutions is what you need to go forward. I have 2 young kids, and I'm raising a family in the Okanagan. And that, one, I read a lot of books. I think the most relevant book that you could probably read tonight about where you're about to go is Dr. Seuss, Oh, the Places You'll Go. Secondly, when we were starting out here at UBC Okanagan in 2006, we had the ability to influence and plant seeds, and I'm very proud to see what that has grown into through the establishment of our engineering society, the Formula SAE Club, and all the other programs now that people are involved with that build community on campus. That community is developing relationships, and relationships are what build great teams, and great teams deliver excellent solutions. With the success that I've been able to have personally, I've questioned what is good engineering and what is success. The most rewarding thing that I've had in my engineering career to date has been the ability to see my team grow and the ability to see people on my team develop new opportunities, or splinters as they were referred to earlier, that keep more of that high-skilled, high-quality people here in the Okanagan delivering solutions that our communities need, like the winners today who are helping with a very real problem of water turbidity in our drinking water supply system. So with all that said, I had the ability to establish an endowment last year. This will be the first year that the J. Seabrook Engineering Impact Award will be granted to one of you. This $5,000 award is intended to progress or advance one of your social or environmental visions that's maybe been sitting on the side of your desk or is a thought in the back of your mind of something that you want to accomplish or to help society. As Will mentioned, great engineers and good engineers are not necessarily the same thing. Everything that we touch as engineers has an impact on the people around us and our communities. When you get to, I think everybody went and got the ring a couple weeks ago, right? You effectively swore an oath to do good, not do great. And as you get your PN stamp, you will abide by a code of conduct that you will hold paramount the safety of the environment and the people that you influence. And I hope that this award, to the award recognition committee, is going to have a very hard time selecting a winner based on the quality of individuals that I've met here today. Use it to go meet that first client. Use it to tinker on the thing that you want to bring forward to the community or as a solution to solve a major problem. It'll be available online, I think, to apply pretty soon, so look out for it. And best of luck for all recipients. Congratulations again to everyone here. I'm so proud that I'm a graduate from UBC Okanagan.
Thank you, everyone. And with that, housekeeping. because we can't close without housekeeping. Students, please take your garbage with you. Be good citizens of this location that is hosting us. Please don't leave any garbage behind. Take it away with you. There is no cleaning service coming after you, unfortunately. Please take your posters down and leave them on your desk flat. We will collect them. And please drop your name tags off at the registration desk on your way out so we can recycle them and reuse them next year. And finally, a reminder that the shuttle service back to campus is available until later today based on this shuttle schedule. For all of you who showed up today, Wai Limlimt, safe travel, be well.